Today, we're celebrating summer with 3 more custom planner spreads. Today, I am working on 3 more custom planner spreads. First off, we are going to create a spread for Barb. It is summer fair time for Barb, and so we are going to create a spread for that first full week of August to celebrate the fair kicking off. Jennifer asked for a summer picnic spread, which I think is going to be a lot of fun to put together. And then my first time creating a spread for Heather, she wanted something fantasy themed, greens, purples, and blues. Of course, I was very excited to use the new Fantastical sticker book from Rong Rong, and then a few stickers from Aesthetic Plans I think will fit right in. All right, I will link everything that I use down below. Don't forget, I do have some coupon codes and affiliate links down there that you're going to want to check out to save you a little extra. Otherwise, I'll put you all on fast forward. Let's go. Today we are going to kick it off with Barb's spread. Barb requested a classic size vertical spread, which is what we are doing for that first full week in August to celebrate the fair starting. And I thought this was such a fun idea. I think I actually did a fair spread for Barb last year. She just loves going to the fair, and I'm right there with her. I started this spread by grabbing some images from Canva. That is one of my favorite places to search for images that you can print off and then use in your planner. So I searched for some fair images and printed them out on clear sticker paper. Now, I get questions all of the time about when do I print on clear sticker paper, when do I print on white sticker paper, and when do I print on regular copy paper. And it kind of depends on how I plan to use these stickers. I knew that the fair stickers that I was planning on grabbing were going to really create a background for this page. I wanted these really large pieces that were giving us that fair feeling, the background of the page. And so clear sticker paper made sense. I did not need to create individual stickers with my Cricut. I just printed the whole set of images on one sheet of clear sticker paper and called it a day. If I wanted something that was going to be more in the foreground, something that was going to be a pretty big focal point in the foreground, then I would probably be much more likely to opt for white sticker paper. And depending on the intricacy of the image, that would depend on if I had to create the actual sticker with my Cricut or if I would just fussy cut it out of the 32-pound bright white paper that I use as copy paper. I am combining these beautiful fair images with a couple of different sticker books from the Happy Planner. I'm using the Spring Market sticker book because I thought the florals were absolutely perfect for what I was going for. We're going to go for bright and colorful. And then I believe it's called Paris in Love. It's like the newest Squad Girls sticker book. I used that one to grab some different girls who could help me create my fair scenes. So we're starting out putting the biggest stickers down. That is something I do, I would say 95% of the time. Get the biggest stickers down on the page, work from big to small. So we're creating these 2 kind of little scenes on the page, and then I wanted to figure out what was I going to do for the functionality. And that's where the Spring Market sticker book is going to come into play. That's where I'm going to pull my functional boxes from. So over on the left-hand side, we have one longer box. I'll end up adding another checkoff list, like a checklist box over there. And then some smaller ones. Yes, they're bringing in florals, but I thought all of the fun colors really matched with a fun summer fair. We're going to do a few checklist stickers here and there. There's still going to be space for Barb to write. I do have a lot of fun with stickers on this spread. So I'm not going to lie, the stickers, there's plenty of stickers, but I don't think Barb minds that at all. And she could always add some neutral boxes on top of some of those clear background stickers if she needed a little bit more space to write for her week. Once a lot of the functionality was in place, then I wanted to add my little people. We'll add little groupings of people here and there as if they are visiting the fair. I think they're adorable. Look at this sweet girl. Love with her florals in her lap. And then we need some more up there. then I'm pretty good with where everything is. We're going to start transferring these over to the page. Yes, I do layer stickers over the top of those clear background stickers. I still think it adds a nice dimension and depth to your page when you do create those layered moments. Sure, it ends up hiding some of the sticker. I understand that, but you still get the impression of the sticker. It still is a really effective way to get that imagery onto the page and still have functionality on your page as well. All right, once those are transferred over, I'm going to pull out a few of these smaller stickers, smaller images that I had cut from that larger sheet that I printed from Canva, including a few banners to give it a more festive feel. And then what would a fair be without all of the little tickets? So I wanted to definitely make sure that the tickets were kind of across the page. I miss going to the fair. I grew up in Texas, so of course we did the Texas State Fair. We did that a ton when I was younger growing up, and I just thought it was so much fun. All of the rides, all the food, all the shopping, all the things. A good fair is just a really good time. So let me know some of your favorite fair memories. Do you go? Is there a state fair near you? Do you do a smaller kind of county fair? Let me hear about it down below. Once I get those last few little touches in place, I need to then cut apart these two sheets. I do have stickers that are overlapping the two sheets. So I cut straight down the middle, and then I will pull out my We Are Memory Keepers disc punch. That is my go-to punch for re-punching holes in my disc bound planners, just in case I cover them with stickers or paper, whatever the case may be. I really like using the We Are Memory Keepers. It works really well for me, and I think it's just a little bit easier to line up a single punch as opposed to all of them with one of the larger Happy Planner hole punches. So this just makes sense to me to do it one by one. Mine's a little old, probably need to change it up. But anyway, that'll be it for Barb's Fair spread. Let me know what you think down below. Next up is a spread for Heather. Heather has been a patron for a while, but this is the first time I am getting the opportunity to make a spread for her, and I'm really excited. But I do get a little bit nervous the first time around when I'm creating spreads for someone until I start to kind of learn their style a little bit more. So I have been dying to use this Fantastical book from Wrong Wrong Devo. I just haven't had the right opportunity to use it in my own planner, but when Heather requested kind of a fantasy theme, I thought that that would be so fun to do in this particular planner. So here's what I'm doing. I'm pulling out all of the beautiful stickers that I can think of. Here's what happened though. As I start pulling out stickers, I'm layering in the Wrong Wrong stickers with some fun boxes and background stickers from Aesthetic Plans. It got a little sticker heavy. I pulled out all the possible stickers I could think of, and I'm planning on top of the planning guides in this moment, which is allowing me to easily move stickers around. Highly recommend the planning guides. You can pick them up at thehappyplanner.com. Great resource to find those. As I started putting things on the page, it didn't feel right. It just felt like there was too much going on the page, perhaps too many focal points, and that's quite unusual for me to say because obviously I like a lot of stickers on a spread. I think Heather also enjoys a lot of stickers on her spread. But I think even if you love a full spread, it can end up feeling like too much. Even just too many functional boxes can make a spread feel heavy when that was never your intention. So I'm trying to figure out how I can organize the left-hand side, not totally knowing how Heather likes to keep her left-hand side organized. We're just going to create some different sections over here. But I take a hot second. I cut it out of the video. I started putting things on to the guide, and then I took a step back, took a look, and decided, you know what? I'm not loving this spread. It just didn't, there were too many boxes, too many big images. Wasn't my favorite. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start by moving the pieces that I really love and getting those in place first. We're working little by little on smaller clusters. Again, we're working with two different sticker books, Aesthetic Plans and Wrong Wrong, two different companies, and we're going to just start building slowly. And I think that that is a really good way to start bringing in pieces if you are feeling like perhaps your spread is a little bit overwhelming. Of course, you can only do this if you are working on a sticker guide and transferring stickers over. If you've already put them down on the page, you're going to have quite the time trying to remove them. So Little by little is how I would suggest building, especially if you're starting to feel like your spreads are getting a little bit too busy, which happens to all of us. Like I said, even when you know you love a busy spread, it can still feel like too much every now and then. And with these beautiful stickers from Wrong, I think you could have gone too far. They're intricate, beautiful scenes, and if you have too many of them, you're just not going to end up seeing them. Like there's just so many that it's distracting. All right, so I'm starting to get a few in place. I think what I decided was that the last scene sticker, the one I have in the upper right-hand corner, was just going to be too much. It just didn't make sense to have that sticker there. Didn't love it. Loved some lighter abstract stickers that have kind of a mixed media alcohol ink feel from Aesthetic Plans. That is giving me that fantasy feel without it being, I don't know, too heavy, I guess. So I'm going to stick using a little bit more of those and a little bit less of the scenes. I am going to go ahead and move these crystals over here. I think that is a nice layering moment instead of at the top. And I feel much more balanced. I know it seems like I'm missing some on the right. We are going to add a little bit over there, but something you also want to consider is where do you plan to write on a spread? And once the writing is in there, that also tends to bring balance to what's going on visually with the stickers. So again, that is something that I'm definitely considering is where is she going to write and is the writing going to help bring the balance that I'm looking for? All right, speaking of where she's going to write, let's go ahead and add some bullet points on this page. I think that is always really helpful to do. I'm just checking for some smaller stickers. The Fantastical book from Wrong is almost like a seasonal sticker book. It has a seasonal feel to different parts, and I wanted to make sure or I wanted to look and see if there were some smaller stickers that fit in the same realm of the stickers I had already chosen. There were not. There were mostly just those larger ones. And I think that's where I was struggling is there were so many large stickers and I wanted a few more detail ones. And I'm going to bring those in by using those abstract pieces from Aesthetic Plans and by adding a little bit of my own favorite ever dotted line detailing on the left hand side. Instead of doing a ton of other boxes on the left hand side, we're going to change things up and use just a dotted line to section off an area. All right. I also decided to pull out these stickers from Proud Sticker Designs just to label a few little areas. For me, it helps give me direction for what I'm going to write where. If you already know what you like to write in different places, that's fine. You can buy labels for that or you can just go for it. When I'm creating a spread for someone else, sometimes I like to give them almost a little bit of direction of what I would write in the different areas. So we have a thinking about, that might be a planning ahead, that might be a look at the week ahead, that could be a list. We also have a planning section there at the bottom. In the middle, I want to do a check-in. This could be where she would write meal plans for the week or important things she has going on. Learning, I like that. I think that's a great place for kind of like an affirmation or something to look forward to. Feeling is always a good one for Sunday. How are you feeling about the week and going into the next week? And then we're going to do a little motivation, get it done, and to do over on the left-hand side. Heather, I hope you love your very first custom spread, and everyone else, let me know what you think of Heather's fantasy theme spread down below. I do like how it came out. I think it's more subtle than I had in my head, but I think it's going to be beautiful, especially when she begins to fill it in. Next up is a spread for Jennifer, who is looking for a picnic theme spread. And I totally pivoted from my original plan. Originally, I was going to use some nice bold stickers from Keleva Plan from her I Love Summer sticker book, which is fantastic. But I think Jennifer normally opts for a little bit of a softer color way, like a softer color scheme. And so I decided to use pieces from a scrapbooking kit. The kit is called La La Land, and it is from a designer called Laura by Laura. And I actually got it from Craftelier, which is a European scrapbooking company that that you can ship things from, and they are coming into the United States, and they are fantastic, and they have collections that we don't often see here. So this collection, La La Land, is beautiful. It's kind of a city-based collection, but I feel like I can still get the idea of like a summer picnic, a summer day at the park. even without, you know, a picnic blanket and a picnic basket. I still think I'm going to achieve that feel. So we're going to add some scrapbook paper onto this page. I am layering several different pieces. Of course, I'm tearing it because that's my jam. I love torn paper. And we're layering a really soft peachy color behind this beautiful pink that has pictures of park benches, which of course definitely lends itself to a picnic. So we're going to put that in 3 different sections on this spread. This is a big size spread. It is the dashboard layout. And we're going to do 3 places just to kind of frame in the spread, bring in the color throughout. Jennifer is very open to using the left side of the dashboard planner in different ways. So she usually is totally fine with if I rearrange things over here on the left side. So we're going to cut down that paper and then we need to add it to the bottom corner as well. I love the layered effect. I think that adds an interest. The tearing adds some nice dimension and texture to the page. And then having this repetitive element really brings the whole spread together. And I think it creates a cool background without me necessarily needing to use a whole piece of scrapbook paper on the background, if that makes sense. Now, I also loved this paper. This one was like a collage of things you may have on a picnic. It has your shorts and your t-shirt and your purse and your camera and your soda pop and fun shoes. And I loved it. And I wanted to bring it in. So I'm going to use it as a matting for a few of the boxes that I plan to pull in. The boxes that I'm going to pull from are from the neutral line from Mojo Jojo Plans. These are the big size neutral boxes. I'm going to pull in a soft gray because I think it won't compete with the pink too much. I'm looking through the ephemera now. This is all paper ephemera. I will be adhering it to the page. I get this question a lot. I use Tombow permanent adhesive. I love Tombow adhesive. It does get expensive, but I think it is a great adhesive and it has always worked really well for me, especially in something like a planner that's the page is gonna be flipped back and forth. I feel like the pieces stay pretty strong. So I do like that. You can always use things like a glue stick, something like that too. Just be careful on liquid medium that it doesn't start to mess with other things in your planner. All right, so got my ephemera pieces kind of spread out. I will end up changing some of those as we go through, just because I end up deciding different things should go in different places. Here I am matting some of those larger boxes. Yes, you just get little hints of the pieces in the background. It brings a little light feel and just adds a little extra interest. I'm trying to figure out where different pieces will go. Let's add in some stickers. Yeah, that's much more balanced when I move that down there. I love the feel of this page. I think it's a beautiful summer page. It definitely gives me the feeling that you're grabbing some things from a local deli and heading to the park. I think that is such a fun summer feeling. All right, so when I do mat the boxes on the cardstock, then I have to add Tombow adhesive on the back just to make sure that is going to stick. Let's have our little soda cans layered in this corner. How stinking cute is that? Love it. I want to bring in that paper onto the right hand side as well, just so that it has a balance. Whenever you're bringing in a scrapbook paper to your planner, you're going to want to make sure you repeat it in a couple different places on the spread. I actually usually do 3 places. That way it doesn't feel like just a one-off or an accident. It really feels fully incorporated. So we're going to layer those pieces as well. I'm also going to bring in just some of the regular gray boxes without the scrapbook paper around it. If I had done scrapbook paper on each and every box, I feel like it would have been too much. Like I said, sometimes you can go too far and have too many stickers on a spread. For me, it doesn't happen all that often. Like I said, I love me a busy spread. I don't think Jennifer will mind this busy spread as well, but I think it can be too much. It's too much to the eye. And if there's too much to look at, then you're really missing out on getting the opportunity to enjoy some of the individual elements. All right, now I'm working on how I'm going to arrange different things on the page, figuring out where everything's going to fit, where all of these little pieces are. I love the French fries. That's my style of picnic. I would be terrible at packing elaborate picnics. I just wouldn't be good at it. So I generally will pick up something from a restaurant or from a fast food chain and then go sit and have the picnic. For me, that's probably the way to go. All right, the hamburger, that's super cute as well. We'll add that in. I really like how it's coming together. I'm going to go ahead and add in some bullet points. I'm looking for another place to add boxes. We're going to add a couple more boxes on the page. We're going to add some bullet points so Jennifer can make some task lists and to-do lists. And then I wanted to bring in words, and I was going to bring in words from Proud Sticker Designs. Obviously, I've already used those. I love them. But then I had some vellum word pieces that went with this particular collection from Laura by Laura. And this one is, I thought the vellum was a nice touch. So I'm going to add, while these might not be the most specific headings, we're going to add some words like the best, daily adventure, after work, which is a great thing for planning your picnic after work, hello and wonderful, just some bright words to provide a little extra inspiration on the page. And that is going to be it for Jennifer's summer picnic spread. Let me know what you think down below. I love how each of these spreads came together. I do feel like they are a celebration of summer. They're beautiful and bright and fun. And I hope that the 3 patrons that I created for today really enjoy using these spreads in their planner. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Consider hitting that subscribe button as well as the bell notification button. As I said earlier, I will link all of the supplies that I used down in the description box below, so be sure to check those out. I do want to give a huge shout out to all of my Patreon members. Thank you all so much for your support. We have a great time. There are a ton of perks to be received over on Patreon. There's exclusive content, early access to videos, live streams. It's a great place to be. So if you'd like to learn more about Patreon, you can find a link for Patreon down below. All right. I hope that you have a fabulous day. And as always, keep it creative.